Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And if I were starting my GLP-1 journey today, knowing what I know, there are a few very powerful things that I would do right from the beginning. So this video is not about, okay, here's a list of things to do, but it's more about helping you to create a roadmap, a framework of what to do. So something that makes this more than just about another weight loss attempt. This is a long-term journey. This is about setting yourself up for success, to get the weight off, to feel better in your own skin, and then to be able to maintain it long-term and do it in a way that is sustainable and you're happy and content. So it's not just about how fast can I drop the pounds. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Jules. I've lost 50 pounds and I've maintained that weight loss with the help of a GLP-1 now for over 2 years. I started in September of 2022. And if you're not new, welcome back. Glad to have you here. So step one in terms of where to start on this GLP journey weight loss thing, know your starting point. So what does that mean? I would strongly encourage you to get a DEXA scan. Yes, you more than likely will have to pay for it yourself, but it isn't that expensive and the information it gives you is tremendous. I have done 2 DEXA scans at this point, but I didn't do them until after I hit my goal weight. And if I knew what I knew, then I would have gotten one right from the beginning. Are they difficult numbers to get from the beginning? Yeah, they are. It's difficult to see your body composition, but it's important because it tells you so much more than just scale weight. It tells you how much lean mass you have. It tells you what your body fat percentage is. But the really cool part is once you start, then you're going to see those numbers go down. So knowing where you're starting with your body fat, with your lean muscle, and the progression that you can see over time, that it's really cool. It's super, super awesome. So I would definitely encourage a DEXA scan. Also, you want to take measurements and pictures. So be, very transparent with yourself. Yeah, it's difficult. I forced myself to take pictures. I didn't want to. I didn't want to have pictures. Who wants to have pictures of when you're not feeling great about yourself and you know that you don't look so great? But it's important because you're going to forget the progress you've made. You're going to get frustrated and you're going to feel like I'm not making it. And then you're going to look back on those pictures and go, oh, wow, there really is a difference. I really see it now. And that could be the one thing that keeps you going, that encourages you, that says, hey, all the things I'm doing, it's actually working. Because day to day, you're not going to see it. But when you look back on the month or 2 months or 3 months, you absolutely will. So take pictures, take those before pictures, and take measurements, because sometimes the scale doesn't move, but the measurements will. The scale may stay the same, but your measurements can go down. Your waist circumference can go down. The scale doesn't tell the whole story. So definitely do that. And clothing, because you'll have pieces of clothing that you were just barely able to get on you and zip up you. And then all of a sudden you're like putting them on, no problem. Like that's progress. Or you'll have that piece of clothing where you're like, oh my God, I can't even wear it now. It's too big. I mean, it's crazy. It's amazing. You do want to weigh yourself. I think it's important to weigh in, whether it's daily or weekly, but make that a habit. Disengage your feelings. The scale does not dictate your emotions. It does not dictate your feelings. It is a data point for you to use. It is a way for you to stay accountable to yourself. It is a way for you to know if certain foods are affecting you. Maybe some foods are causing inflammation or water retention or, whatever. But, it's a data point. And I think it's important so that you can remain consistent with the progress. Weigh yourself at the same time every day. Do it first thing in the morning, after you go to the bathroom, either in the same super, super light pajamas or do it nude, so that you have an accurate number. And don't weigh yourself more than that. I really do not encourage more than once a day. I know some people do that. I'm not really sure why. I have heard someone that said they like to weigh themselves at night, and then they like to see how much they lose by the morning. Because between morning and night, like, your body can fluctuate easily 2, 3, 4 pounds based on food weight, how much liquid you have in you, inflammation. So to me, I mean, I wouldn't want to weigh myself at night. I would just get upset with the number. But then I guess you get excited in the morning when you see the number drop down again. But really do that, because that data removes any mystery around like what's happening and is my body getting smaller or not. But those are all things that will help to give you a good starting point. DEXA scan, pictures, measurements, and scale weight at the same time. Number 2, in terms of what else you should be doing, is build your food foundation. What does that mean? It means you want to create a list of foods that are your go-to foods. And you want to have them readily available, because there may be those times when you're just like, I don't have time, or I'm famished, or I'm really hungry and I need to grab something. You want to have those go-to foods ready to go for yourself. Good foods. So your go-to proteins, vegetables, fruits, whole grains. Keep it simple, keep it repeatable, so that you have the same things you can go back to. That's your core. Plan your meals around protein. Every meal, 30 minimum grams of protein, because you'll at that point then probably hit around 100 grams of protein. Again, 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight is kind of what the studies and the research are saying. That's what I try to do. So if I'm weighing 113 pounds, then I hit anywhere between 100, 120, sometimes even 140 grams of protein a day. Use a food scale. You want to be able to track, measure, and weigh. Because if you don't know what you're getting in. Especially like if you have a lot of weight to lose and you're starting off, you might be able to get away with not doing that. But as you get closer to goal and it becomes harder, or you get into a stall, if you're not weighing and measuring and doing all the things, you could be exceeding your calories and not know it at all. So I found it really, really important to be able to do all this, so I'm not guessing at what I'm getting by using a food scale, using an app to track everything. It's super easy, and it really is the only way to know where you're at. Find your maintenance calories. So where are you now maintaining your weight, and track everything that you normally eat for like a week or so. See what your average is, and then you know for sure that is where you're at, and you can subtract 300, 500 calories from there, and then you know you're in a calorie deficit if you need to be able to do that. I think that's like an optimal way to go. The other way to go is to go to an online calculator like calculator.net. You plug in all of your information to figure out where your maintenance calories are, your deficit calories, and it gives you an approximation. Do not add back in your activity calories. Those are always off. They're never accurate. I never add those back in. The activity stuff, great, do it. It's on the side. Focus on your nutrition and the calories from that, and just use that. And step number 3 would be, when you're starting out, you want to be able to move your body, right? Start by walking. Start wherever you are in terms of your walking, and then you can increase your steps from there. Can you hit 5,000 steps? Can you hit 7? Can you eventually hit 10,000 steps on a consistent daily basis? And then when you're ready, add a weighted vest, because now you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? You're walking, you're getting that resistance training, you're building your bone density and your muscle, so you can add a weighted vest. Do some strength training 2-3 times a week. If you want to do more, do more. 5-6 days a week, go for it. But 2 to 3 days minimum, 10-15 minutes minimum. That will help you to maintain muscle. You don't want to lose your muscle. And this will protect it. It'll protect your metabolism. You'll look better at the end when you get to the end of your journey. You're just not going to be a smaller, mushier version of yourself. You'll be a smaller, toned up, stronger version of yourself. And if you want to do more cardio outside of the steps, that's great. I don't think you absolutely have to do that to lose the weight. You don't. But I think movement is definitely important. And then think of this as a lifestyle, not a quick fix. This is long term. This is forever. This is how am I setting myself up for success to get to my goal and then afterwards. So make it gradual, sustainable, build the small habits that are going to carry you through the rest of your life. And then step number 4 would be your mindset. So stay positive, stay hopeful. Think about this as a health and longevity journey, not just about the scale. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. It's really hard not to do, but it's not realistic if you're comparing yourself to your spouse or a friend or a coworker or even someone you see online, because you don't know their starting point. You don't know what they're eating or what they're not eating. You don't know, are they losing a lot of muscle along with the body fat? How much activity they're getting? Are they on other medications? Are you on other, there's so many variables. So really, if you're losing, that's great. Then you're going in the right direction, and that's really all that matters. So really try not to compare. Consistency over perfection. There is no perfection. None of us are perfect. Everyone at some point is gonna make a choice that isn't the greatest. Okay, that's fine. You just pick yourself back up and you keep going, because it's the consistency over the long term that will eventually get you there, because weight loss is never linear. There's going to be plateaus. There's going to be stalls. There's going to be your ups and your downs. As long as you keep showing up for yourself, you will absolutely get there. So you want to be driven. You want to be relentless when it comes to your health, your well-being, what is good for you. Never give up, never quit on yourself. Every healthy choice adds up. Step number 5, protect your energy. Be careful who you share this with, because you don't know people's reactions. Some people may cheer you on and be like, that's amazing, and they're going to be supportive, and that's wonderful. And then you might have those people that have their opinions about a GLP-1, and you really don't want to have to deal with that. You don't want to have to defend yourself. There's no need. It's your life, your journey, and your health. So just be careful on who you share this with to protect your emotional well-being and your mindset, and find that are in your community that lift you up, not bring you down. So that means surround yourself with the right support, online communities, supportive family. I have a private Facebook group. Come join over there at JulsWellnessWarrior. We're very supportive, positive people, always willing to help anyone out if you have a question. Surround yourself with the people that actually get this journey. And then the last step, educate yourself. Understand, what is a GLP? What does it do? What are the new medications that are coming out? What's the delivery system? How does it act on the body? Because GLPs don't just suppress appetite. They do so many other things. So do the research. I have a ton of videos in the library that talk about other benefits from it and other mechanisms of action on how it works in the body to help to restore metabolic health and all the things that go along with it. So really know what you're getting yourself into. Know how to deal with side effects should they come along. They may not, but know if they do come along, what you can do to mitigate those side effects so that you can remain on the GLP-1. And remember that weight loss is actually a side effect of the GLP-1 and doing all the right things, right? It's a side effect of knowing that your metabolism is getting healthier, that your metabolic health is getting restored, that appetite regulation, blood sugar, hormones, those are all part of the big picture. Those are all getting regulated, and then weight loss is happening after the fact. So if you're just starting off on a GLP-1, know this: you are not broken, you are not weak, you are not alone. You have the help, you have the support, you have the tools, the community, the consistency. You can change your health, you can change your life. A loss is a loss is a loss. As long as you are moving in the right direction, 0.2, 0.5, 1 pound, that's a celebration. Every freaking step is a win. Stay focused, stay hopeful, never, ever, ever give up. Be relentless. Again, if you need a community that understands you, join my Facebook group, leave a comment. The folks here are amazing. You guys lift me up. You guys keep me going. I love reading your comments. It's encouraging to me, and I need that even in maintenance phase. I'm still working on my stuff. I'm still working on how all of this works out, getting better and tweaking. So I love the comments. I love your advice. I love your guidance. Where are you in your journey? I need it too. I believe in you, and I know you guys have got this. So remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell button for the next video that comes out. I'll see you in the next one, and stay strong.